Told you. This place is abandoned.
Well, let's see if the light works.
Ah, good luck with that.
Aha! See? Now, what's the plan?
Hey, what is up, everybody? So here we are tonight going through the final dress rehearsal for the Creepshow, for the Haunted House Creepshow we're doing this year. And things are just going to get crazier and crazier as we get going here. We're supposed to have this big-ass snowstorm coming in and everything happening on the opening night of this Creepshow, so it's going to be very, very interesting. The Creepshow itself, the storyline is about these two guys that their car breaks down in the middle of this big storm, and they had no cell service or anything, so they end up at this abandoned house. They're trying to look for a phone to call for help to get their car started and everything else. Hey, look at this. It's a VCR. And a projector.
Well, we don't have any VCHS tapes.
What do you say? Why don't we watch the movie? It's Halloween. And what do you know? There's a VHS tape right here. So then they find this VCR and a projector in this house. They're like, okay, let's watch this movie. And they find a little VHS tape on the ground there on the table. And say, okay, the tape says, do not watch. The tape is cursed, do not watch this. And one of the guys like, yeah, just watch it anyways. So then they watch the tape, and the tape is super freaking spooky, and it's just really scary, bizarre tape. And everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's a big knocking on the door that knocks for a while. They go and answer the door, and this strange man out of nowhere appears. And he's like, okay, you guys need to get out of this house right now. This guy's bizarre as hell. And he's like, okay, we're going to get out of here.
We can talk at my place. Come on.
Let's get moving. Come.
Damn it! You watched the tape, didn't you?
No! I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, we did.
It's like, we're screwed now. We can't go out the front door. We have to go through the house.
You unleashed something very evil. They are coming!
What's that?
Stay away! Demons! By the grace of God!
And then there's this big struggle, and one of the characters disappears, and another character gets shot.
Hand over the gun.
No!
Hand it over!
No!
Think fast. You're gonna start listening to me now? Don't shoot!
And then the remaining character on stage looks at the audience as he's the remaining guy. He's like, okay.
What are you standing around for? We gotta get going. Now listen, I can only take this front row, right? Come on, follow me.
You have a flashlight? There's only one way out of this place. It's through the house. So then they go through the actual backstage, where we have the actual house set up, the haunted house set up. So they have to go through the entire haunted house to get out of there. That's kind of the theme of the story, and that's kind of how we get the audience to go through it.
All right, don't go that way. Come on. Well, I remember this place. This is the old saloon. Something to keep in mind.
What are you doing here?
Ah!
I said, what are you doing here? So depending on which show we're doing, I play a couple different parts. I can be the stage guy, I can be a backstage guy. When I'm not a stage character, I'll be playing a bartender, which is at the very beginning of the haunted house. And it's this old mansion. They have a bar set up and everything. It's this creepy bartender. Let's hear those dancers play!
Ah! It's okay. Come on this way. Come this way. And whatever you do, do not dance to the music.
Again, these are the tracks that we've been discussing about, and we rotate the tracks. We play different parts per show. The show is about 20, 30 minutes, so we're doing 4, 5, 6, sometimes 6 shows per night. So we like to rotate the parts so everybody gets a chance to play kind of like a different role, so you're not doing the same role over and over. And also, we try to rotate the guides so you don't have the same guy doing the guided tours over and over and over and over again.
Put into dolls, mannequins, masks. And the last time I was here, that window. It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. We have to keep moving. What?
Megan. Oh, it's Chloe. Did they not tell you what to do here, Chloe? As soon as they open one of these curtains, as soon as you see them open one of these curtains, you just come out. You can scream or just come out and go, yeah. Okay? Doing really good.
Ah! Don't mind her. Used to be my little cousin.
So again, this is kind of like our final dress rehearsal, our final walkthrough, and there's definitely some parts here within the show that we still don't have mapped out really, really well. So still trying to figure out our places and where we're supposed to rotate, because almost everybody in this show, you play a couple different parts and you'll rotate to different locations. So we're still having a little bit of issues of people not getting to their spots correctly and figuring out all the scares correctly and everything else. So this will be interesting. Again, this is our final run through, and then we're going to go up and do the show right out the bat, 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting to see how this goes.
You do, don't touch this. Did you do that?
No.
All right. Whatever you do, don't touch this Ouija board. Without a cell phone light? Safe. Make sure we have it. All right. Now, if I'm correct, I think if we go through this door. Damn it! It's locked.
So again, as we're going through the tour, and Marquise is leading this entire thing as being the first guide. He'll be the primary guide tomorrow night. And what he's doing here is we have it set up to where it's like certain doors are locked. So it's like, well, why can't we just go this way or that way or whatever? So he's pretending that certain doors are locked, and then that'll lead him into the area he wants to do the next scare. Right now, we're heading into this back area. It's called the Shrine in the show. And the Shrine composed of a guy almost like he's on a crucifix, and he is up there, and he doesn't move. He's just super creepy. Then out of nowhere, he starts walking off that crucifix and coming at the audience, and it's a super creepy sequence.
Don't worry, I'll be right back.
Don't leave us.
I won't leave
No,
you.
don't leave us.
Come on,
No.
I'll be back.
No.
Just stay in here.
No.
No.
The thing that makes this sequence so scary is that the guide literally leaves the entire audience in the dark with this thing attached to the wall. So it's like pitch dark and just this red light flickering every once in a while. And again, he slowly gets off, or she gets off and goes into the crowd with this little drum thing they're hitting, and it's super freaking creepy.
Everybody coming through. Oh my God!
Oh, shit!
These doors weren't open before. Okay. What's in that door? Oh God! We're okay here. Everybody take a seat. Take a seat. We're gonna need to regroup.
And then we have a few more scares after they leave the shrine area, and we eventually end up at the Satanic Priest Chapel. And this is the part that me and Kelly are rotating. On this night, this dress rehearsal, Kelly's going to play the part first, and at the actual show, Kelly's going to play that bartender Satanic Priest part first, and then the next show we'll rotate actors out, and we'll do a completely different show, and I'll end up playing the Satanic Priest. The Satanic Priest, for me personally, is my favorite part of the show. It's a lot of fun. I get to do a lot of ad-libbing things with the crowd and mess with them. I really like the Satanic. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this part.
Oh no.
Get us
You have to accept it.
So the basic setup of the Satanic Priest, he's there, he's giving a service, he's ad-libbing some lines out of the scriptures or whatever, and then out of nowhere he yells, "Come, my children!" And we have two kids, one's my daughter and one's another girl about the same age as my daughter, 8 or 9 years old, and they come flying out as like these little demons out of this coffin, and they kind of go in the audience and give them a scare. It's pretty creepy.
Oh my God. It's unhuman. It's ungodly.
Oh, God.
Don't be afraid.
Now, I need someone to come to confession with Demon Priest. Yes,
Right.
come with me.
You can sit in that chair.
Let me, mommy.
In that chair, you gotta take confession.
And then at the end of the Satanic Priest, as the priest, we need one person to do a confession out of the audience. It's really cool. So we get the confessional booth set up, and they do a confession over there. And what happens is while they're doing this fake confession, and the priest is ad-libbing a bunch of stuff, like how often have you seen all these different things, the rest of the audience keeps going, and the guy, Marquise, will be like, "All right, we got him distracted. Let's get out of here. Come on, let's go."
Where do I go?
Sit right there in that chair.
Yeah.
Confess to him your sins.
So the idea is that the priest gets distracted with the confession, and everybody just takes off, and he's stuck behind the booth and can't catch him.
Confession's over. Come on. Don't get lost from the group. Lewis, we're not gonna lose you, boy.
Sorry, I was confessing my sins.
It's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. It's a tight fit. Down this way. That's right.
Basically, the end of the tour, they're going down to this really creepy basement, and it's super dark, and one of the characters on stage that disappeared is now chained up in chains down that basement, and it's super creepy. And you guys got to see what happens next, but basically the audience is asked by me or whoever's playing that part at the time to undo their chains in that little room. Undo my chains and I'll lead you out of here.
Help me! It's me! It's me too! Help me!
All good.
What? No!
And the other guy disappears, and what happens next is super crazy.
Now follow me!
Yeah? I don't trust you.
Alright, guys. Come on. Oh, God! Oh! Alright, guys, be calm!
So what happens is a dude with a chainsaw comes out of nowhere, and he takes the other guy and throws him in this little room. And so the guy that got freed out of the chains, he's now leading the group trying to get past this guy with a chainsaw.
Alright, guys, come on. Watch your snap. Go! Watch your hand. Can't hold him up! Alright, come on. We have to get out of here.
Chainsaw won't start.
Alright, watch your step right there. Watch your snap.
Wait, where'd he
Guys,
go?
this is the exit. Alright. Come on, we're free.
That was gay. I want my money back. That's gay too. I want my money back.
Going down there up next to the other one.
Yeah, he found another
If you can get that one working, I couldn't get working earlier.
Oh, okay.
And it works. We.
I thought it was cool with Marquise, though, when he was getting drug in. I couldn't see Bob whatsoever. So when Marquise was getting drug in, he shut his flashlight off. It was pure darkness. I had no idea what happened to Marquise.
So what we did, we had a test audience go through tonight's dress rehearsal. Then we met with that test audience. It's just a couple people. We met with them afterwards to just kind of talk about the different parts of the show that we can improve and whatnot.
There's a whole box of strobes somewhere. We used to have like 10 of them. Under the light. Under it? That's where I fell. Can we get to it?
There's a big bar block like right by that.
So we just wrapped everything up, and tomorrow night, we're on for good. We're going to put up a live creep show horror cam where we're going to stream the scariest part there at the end with the strobe light. We're going to stream that live on our Facebook account so everybody can see that happening live. They can see people going live through the tour. It's going to be freaking amazing. I cannot wait for tomorrow night. opening night. Hopefully get a decent crowd, and this is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. Let's go.